Let me ask you this. How many times have you gone onto a restaurant's Google reviews before booking a table with them? Now imagine your potential clients are doing that with your clinic, but instead of seeing a bunch of five-star reviews with long description from a few days ago or maybe a few weeks ago, they're seeing nothing there, nada, zilch, it's a ghost town. Or maybe they're seeing a small number of reviews with no description from maybe 2-3 years ago, right? It's not a big problem. It's a simple fix, but it's such a simple fix you'll be kicking yourself for never having tried it before. And it doesn't involve any awkward begging, no shady bribery, no questionable tactics like that. It's very simple. So I want to share with you the myth behind why I think this happens, as well as a couple of strategies to ensure that you create a consistent stream of new Google reviews coming in. So just to clear up some myths that I believe are holding clinics back. A lot of them believe that happy clients will leave reviews automatically. Spoiler, they don't. People are more geared towards sharing dissatisfaction quicker than they share satisfaction. And we know this is true. So unless your clients are absolutely over the moon, thrilled with their treatments, unless you're asking them, they're not exactly rushing to give you a Google review, unless of course something goes wrong, like if their lips fall off, or if something drastic happens. You're not really going to hear about it. So speaking from my personal experience, like I've only ever left a handful of reviews in my life. And each time is because I was asked to. It was just a simple, friendly ask. If I wasn't asked to, I probably wouldn't. But because I was asked in person, I felt a bit more compelled to. And these are for like restaurants, for barber shops, for like dental practices. It didn't matter how great the service was. It's not that I didn't appreciate it, of course I did. But leaving a review just wasn't on my to-do list. It wasn't on the forefront of my mind. Until someone made it very easy for me, just by asking, hey, would you mind leaving a review? That's literally all it took. So I wanted to drill the point in to say, you have to stop leaving Google reviews to chance, because the chances are it's just not happening. You're going to generate those dribs and drabs, and it's not really going to go anywhere. And Google reviews are so important to growing a local business and giving your business that awareness in its local market. So there's a few strategies that I want to talk about in terms of making sure that you create this constant stream of Google reviews. The first is timing. Timing is everything. The best time to ask is when your client is at their happiest. So if in the case of a restaurant, it's straight after you've eaten your meal and you've really enjoyed it and had a great experience. If it's in a barbershop or hairdressers, it's straight after you've got your hair cut, your hair dyed, whatever it may be, and you're at its happiness. You're at your happiest. Another one is straight after you've had your Botox or your dermal filler and you're seeing the immediate results. Like these are at like peak thresholds. This is the most optimal time to get that Google review. That is when you are most likely to get that Google review. Timing really is key, because emotion drives action. And so if you're leaving it a couple of weeks or a couple of months even before you ask them for that Google review, chances are they've forgot who you are. Chances are they forgot the emotional experience that they had as well during that service, so they're less inclined to leave you that Google review. And there's a very simple way around this timing. So you can set up automated reminders that go out within 24 hours. But honestly, nothing really beats a genuine in-person ask as they are leaving. Trust me, they'll appreciate the personal touch. I like to think of it as planting the seed while they're still in their, I love my new lips phase kind of thing. The second is you have to make it effortless. You have to make it easy peasy for them. If you make them jump through hoops to leave this Google review, chances are they're just going to go, I'm not bothered anymore. Honestly, people are lazy. People are very lazy. And if you don't make it really easy for them, they're just not going to do it. So you can send them a direct link. Like you should be sending them a direct link. None of this kind of, just search us on Google, click here and then there and then here. A text or an email works best. A text works best, but you can send an email too, depending on your market. You can even send both if you really want to make sure that you're providing multiple touch points and multiple channels to really increase the chances of getting that Google review. So I would pair it as an in-person ask, an immediate text message, and an immediate email. If you do those three things, chances are you're going to get that Google review. So you gotta tell them as well that it's only going to take 2 minutes, because it probably will, but they'll only believe it if you say it. And I think a lot of people tend to overthink the Google review process. They don't really know what to say. They're torn between just like 10 out of 10 would recommend, or writing an absolute Bible and providing a bunch of details. So I think if you just say it to them early, it's going to be fresh in their head. They'll remember the name of the person that they were dealing with, or the person that was treating them, and they'll just remember the whole experience a little bit better, and it'll be easier to type out your review. The key thing is though, you have to, psychologically, you have to say these words like quick or 2 minutes, and it's not just fluff, it is psychology. You're just reassuring them that them leaving the Google review for you isn't going to disrupt their day. So the third tip that I wanted to give is the law of reciprocity. It's very simple. So here's the thing. Do you ever notice that people are more willing to do something for you if you've already done something for them, right? That's reciprocity. For example, you send a thank you email or a thank you text message before you ask for the review. Something like, thanks for trusting us with your treatment today. We're thrilled to, have been a part of your journey. And then straight after that, you ask for the Google review. That's smooth, that's slick, that's gonna get the Google review, rather than just kind of, hey, could you leave us a Google review, please? Like a generic message like that. You gotta kind of personalize it and make it a little bit heartfelt. And then the fourth one is something that I see very, very often, which is businesses, particularly clinics, not responding to Google reviews, which is a big problem when you think about the algorithm that Google deploys. They like to see engagement on their Google reviews. So as I said, here's the part where most clinics actually skip. It's the responding to those Google reviews. Getting those Google reviews is great, but if you're not responding to them, you're basically telling Google, I don't really care, And I don't just mean the bad reviews. You have to respond to every single one. Like just a simple, thank you, Lisa, we're so glad you loved your results. Something like that, just something succinct, short and sweet. That shows that you care, and it keeps your Google profile active. Now for negative reviews, just take a deep breath. Don't get defensive. Apologize if necessary, address the concern politely, and just move on. Don't take it personally. Your response, you have to remember, your response isn't just for the person who left the review. It is for everyone to see how you handle feedback, which tells a lot about the business as well. So, I don't know, think of it as like customer service in public. It's all about appearances. So just to recap, you got to ask at the right time. You got to make it easy. You got to tap into subtle reciprocity and always respond. These small changes will help you collect a stream of new glowing reviews without resorting to things like bribery, or worse, even just buying fake reviews, which I know of businesses who have done that in the past, and it's a very, very shady practice. So I want to leave it there. That's all for the video. If you like the video, there's a button for that, so be sure to press it. Comment any video ideas or requests that you have, and subscribe if you want to keep seeing content like this for local clinics. Have a blessed day. Thanks for watching. Bye.